software, operating systems, applied software, software operating system, software structure, and software levels. Tasks: to know relevant information about system software, to introduce the concept of software operating system, software application software to students, to consolidate to acquired knowledge, to understand the basic features of software's spreadsheet and databases, to acquire specific vocabulary related to software and internet utilities. System software is a public program is not associated with a particular use of a PC and performs the traditional functions, planning and task management, input-output controls. In other words, software programs perform various support functions, such as making copies of information used, the issue of reference information about your computer, check the computer device health. System software is operating system. This is a program loaded into a memory at startup. It means Windows, Macintosh, and Linux, and others. And the second program shell provided a more convenient and intuitive way to communicate with a computer than with a DOS prompt. 2 example Norton command. The third operating envelopment front-end system, which are used to create graphical interfaces, multi-programming it. The fourth, drivers, software for managing ports of peripheral devices, usually loaded into memory when the computer starts. The fifth, utility or auxiliary utilities that represent the user a number of additional services. It should be noted that some of the utilities included in the operating system and the other parts in functional autonomously. Application software. Application can be used singly or in a package of software system. Application software programs that directly support the implementation of the necessary work on the PC, editing text documents, create drawing or pictures, creating spreadsheets, and others. Application software package is a system of programs for the use of the field is divided into problem-oriented, general purpose package, and integrated package. Modern integrated package contain up to 5 functional components: test and spreadsheet database, management, editing, telecommunication facilities. Tool software. Tool software of or programming system, a system to automate the development of new program in a programming language. In the most general case of creating a program for the select programming language, the system programming language must have the following components: that a text editor to create a file with the source code of program, the compiler or interpreter. The source code using compiler programs translates into an intermediate object code. The source code of a large computer consists of several modules. Each module is compiled into a separate file with the object code, which then have to be combined into one unit. The linker or assembler who performs binding object modules and outputs a functional application. Executable code. Executable code is a complete program that can be run on any computer with the operating system for which the program was created. As a rule, the resulting file has an extension or exe or com. In recent years, proliferation of visual programming techniques using scripting language focused on the creation of Windows-based application. This process is automated in an environment of rapid design. It uses ready-made visual components that are configured by using special editors. File system. All modern operating systems provide for the creation of the file systems, which is designed to store data on the disk and access to them. The main function of the file system can be divided two groups. Option for the files, create, delete, rename files. And second function for working with data stored in file, write, read, search it. It's known that the files are used to organize and store data on storage media. File, a sequence of an arbitrary number of bytes, which has its own unique name or a named area on storage medium. Structuring a plurality of filing on storage media by means of direction that store attributes. The principle of the system organization is table. Information about where in the recorded file on the disk is stored in the file allocation table. This table is located at the beginning of the volume. In order to protect the volumes is stored 2 copies of the FAT. In case of damage to the first copy of FAT, disk utilities can take advantage of the second copy to restore the volume. Classification operating systems. The operating system is the basis of PC software. The operating system is a complex system and office software which provided user-computer interaction and performance of all the other programs. On the one hand, it's based on a basic PC software included in his system BIOS by mean basic input-output system. On the other hand, she is supported for the software of higher levels applications and the most services application. In order for the computer to work, it must be set, written, operating system on the hard drive. When the computer is turned on, it is real from the disk space and is located in the RAM. Classification of operating system, thus depending on the control algorithm, processor, operating system divided into the single task and multitasking, single player and multiplayer, uniprocessor and multiprocessor system, and local in network. Thank you for your attention.